What's
Well,
up?
congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thanks. I feel great. I was coming in here for the finish, and he made me earn that finish, but we got it.
Were you surprised at how long it took for the referee to stop that fight? Because I think a lot of us were.
No, I got to rewatch the fight, but I knew that, Valdez was like a tough, Mexican fighter with a lot of heart, and he just had that patented Mexican fighter heart, and he wasn't going to quit, and he fought till the end, and, I earned that finish.
And did I hear them say that your coach wasn't in your corner? He had to go back? Is that right?
Yeah, Longo wasn't able to make it. He was supposed to come out, but he didn't make it because he got sick. And but he was with us in spirit, and I got to have my twin brother in my corner for the first time, and he was all pumped about it.
So how was that different going into fight week without him? Were you able to adjust, or was it something you needed him more for the fight, or?
We talked on the phone all week, and before I left on Monday, we had a great session, and we've been working all camp, and he put a lot into me this camp, and I really put all my trust in him, and he believed in me when sometimes I didn't believe in myself, and it really gave me the motivation to really come out here and perform and get this win. I owe a lot to my coaches, all my coaches, Ray Longo, Matt Arroyo, Matt Serra, everybody who supports me and helps me, I owe this all to.
Have you spoken to him yet?
No, not yet. I've been running around from media to pictures to. I still gotta kind of watch that fight. They're telling me. I guess I dropped him 5 times, so I gotta watch it, and it's all starting to really sink in. But we got it done.
What do you think he's going to think of your performance?
I think he's gonna be pumped. He's gonna be pumped that we got the win. Then at the end of the day, that's what we needed. We needed to get the win. That was the last fight on my contract. I needed this fight. I needed this win to keep the dream alive. And that's how I'm blessed to be able to train every day, have martial arts be my life, and I needed this win to keep that going, and we got it done.
So what's next? Do you have an opponent in mind, a time you want to come back?
I want to stay busy this year. And like I said before, I got into the UFC with 6 pro fights. That was my 7th fight in the UFC. I've got more than half of my professional fights in that octagon at the highest level. And, a lot of my beginning fights, I was learning on the job. And I think it's all starting to come together. This UFC fight week is feeling normal now. I've done it 7 times now, and it's all starting to come together. It wasn't. I have to rewatch the fight. It wasn't as technical as I wanted it to be, but I've got that killer instinct, and I'm still learning to hone it and to calculate it, and it's not a bad problem to have. So we're getting there.
Thank you.
Matt, right here. Your 4 knockdowns in that round actually ties the UFC record. I think Josh Emmett said it a couple years ago. So what's your reaction to now being atop a UFC record list?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's what I'm here to do, is to do things that no one's done before, and put on great fights and get big wins. And hopefully that was a bonus performance victory.
You said it wasn't as technical as you had hoped it was, but you came out pretty hot in the first round, and he seemed more than happy to oblige. Was that part of the game plan, or did the emotions just hit you right out of the gate, and you just went in for the kill immediately?
I went in there with trying to be patient. That was I was trying to be patient in there, but the killer instinct came out. I heard him, and I smelled blood, and I went for the finish, and he was coming at me, and like I said, I'm still learning on the job, and the best is still yet to come.
And is there at any point in that fight, every time you dropped him, he was immediately trying to climb back to his feet, that maybe in the back of your mind you're like, maybe pull my foot off the gas so you don't just burn yourself out after trying to finish him? Because as people were saying, the referee probably could have stopped it a few times, but he kept climbing to his feet. So did you have to maybe tell yourself to pull back a little bit?
No, that never came to my mind. But when I was on top of him, I did think he's tough. Let's work our jiu-jitsu. Let's get a choke. And I think that's when I got my hooks in. I flattened him out. I started fighting for the choke, but then he started turning and defending the choke. And then at that point, I was just, let's keep pounding him. Let's keep pounding him and, let's get the finish. And we got it.
Matt, you're far right. Colin Crandall, MMA Power Hour. Congratulations on a great performance. You got rocked once, possibly twice. What were you thinking, or were you ever in a lot of danger either time?
No, I don't think I was in a lot of danger. I got to rewatch the fight, honestly. But, yeah, he landed, I want to say maybe landed an elbow. But
knee as well, I think.
Yeah, knee too. But, I was good, and I was firing back. And yeah, it was a great fight. I think that you put two dogs in there, and you're going to get a great fight.
Absolutely. Did he feel different than what you expected in any way as far as speed or durability, grappling, striking?
No, I didn't feel much different. I knew he was tough. I knew he would come out there hard, going for the finish. He has got a lot of finishes. But, like I said, I have the experience. I have the octagon experience, and I think that showed tonight.
Absolutely. Last one for me. You've had some great fights. You've also been that guy that's willing to fight anyone at any time, even on super short notice. So you had some fights that didn't quite go your way. This is a big, important fight. Going into it, what does a guy think when he's coming to a fight that's so important than this? Do you try not to think about it? Do you talk about it with your camp? What was your thought and your attitude in the weeks leading up to this matchup?
Just like any other fight, every fight's big a fight, and it's always the next fight is always the biggest fight, especially at this level. So yeah, I just looked at it as another big UFC fight on a big, UFC 270, a big pay-per-view card, and every time I step into this octagon, I'm looking to put on a show. I'm looking to get a big win, and we did that tonight.
Another guy steamrolled by the steamroller.
Yeah, right.
Good work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Thanks.
Matt, over here to your left. How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing?
Congratulations. Obviously, you did phenomenally there, but I got to say it was also very impressive how quickly Valdez was getting back up to his feet. Were you surprised by how active he was every time he dropped him at getting back up to his feet?
No, it didn't surprise me, but a couple times I kind of folded him over, and then he kept like turtling up, and I was pounding him, and then he was fighting up. But, like I said, I knew he was tough. I knew he was, he's undefeated, a lot of finishers. He was not going down without a fight. And I expected that. And, I wouldn't have it any other way at this level. I'm trying to fight tough guys like that, and he was a tough guy. And he made me earn that victory, which is what we did.
Hey, Matt, right here in your right here. Valdez, he's from, his camp is in Tijuana, right? But he was born in Los Cabos, Baja California. I was talking to him yesterday. He was saying that he wanted to, have a good debut, make his first W. He didn't make it, but he said also that he wanted to make that $50,000 bonus. Do you think you guys deserve that one?
Yeah, I do. I think that was a great fight, yeah, that was a crazy fight. Like, again, I need to go back and rewatch it, but I think we both earned 50 grand for that, and he earned it, I earned it, and yeah, I've been where he's been. When I first got to the UFC, I was undefeated coming off the Contender Series, and I got knocked out in my first UFC debut, and it was my first loss, and this is his first loss. So I've been where he's been. I've felt what he's felt, and it's gonna make or break him. He's got two roads to choose. You could either build off this loss and really come back stronger, which I feel he will. He's got a great team around him, so I wish the best for him.
Hey, I'm gonna do this in Spanish and English, okay, if you don't mind. You fought two Mexicans already. You fought against Polo Reyes, and now you fought Rayadito. Has peleado con dos mexicanos, con Polo Reyes y con Rayadito Valdez. ¿Qué piensas mexicanos y el futuro de ellos? What do you think about Mexican fighters in the future, about them?
Oh, I mean, they're tough as nails. You know, they've got that grit in them. You know, they've got. You always hear the Mexican boxers, and I think Valdez is the new age Mexican MMA fighter. You know, even when I had him hurt, I was going for chokes, and I could feel him turning out the right way, defending the chokes the correct way. I think he's the new age Mexican MMA fighter, and I think there's a lot of them going to be coming up.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Thank you, guys.